so guilty.
Hey y'all, what's good? It's your girl Fats. Hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys are having an amazing day. I hope you guys are having an amazing weekend. I hope you guys are staying safe because you ain't safe out here in these streets. Before we start with this video, please make sure you guys subscribe to my channel. Make sure you hit that notification button so you can be notified every time I post a video, and y'all do not want to miss my videos. You really don't. Guys, I'm back again with another review, another commentary, and today we're going to be talking about Kanye West documentary. Guys, I just finished watching Kanye West's documentary. If you haven't watched this documentary, please, I don't know what you're doing. Please, if you haven't watched this documentary, go ahead and watch it now. Go ahead and watch it now. And I tell you guys, this documentary was so inspiring and so powerful. It was so powerful. This documentary right here just reminded me on a lot of things. Kanye West takes us back down to memory lane on his early days of career. The young Kanye just doing his thing, grinding, making beats for people, making beats for artists, just hustling, trying to make his goals, his vision, his dreams become a reality. He had so much drive, so much ambition, just so much hunger in him. He just wanted to make it. He knew he was so talented. He knew he was so gifted. And all he wanted was to just showcase his talent to the world. And it was just so inspiring to see, and there was just so many messages in this documentary. You know, him making sacrifices, moving from Chicago to New York to make his dreams become a reality. At that point, he was just an up-and-coming producer. He was one of the baddest producers back then. Everyone just wanted beats from him because he was so good, and he was so good at what he did. Even though he was just an amazing producer, he wanted to make it as an artist. He wanted to be signed as an artist, and he wanted to be taken serious as an artist. Kanye West was documenting his highs, his lows, you know, his struggles, the obstacles that he was going through, the hardships that he was going through. He didn't want to give up. A lot of people looked down on him. A lot of people did look down on his grind. A lot of people weren't taking him serious. Kanye believed in himself so much. He had so much ambition, so much drive. He just didn't want to stop. You know, when he moved from Chicago to New York, he was making beats in his studio, in his apartment. Even though them people that were in his apartment, they didn't really know each other, they didn't grow up together, but what made them have such a strong bond was the fact that, you know, they had this idea of just making their goals and dreams become a reality. He was surrounded by, you know, a lot of artists, a lot of producers, and that was a message to people. You gotta be surrounded with people that actually understand you, people that actually understand your passion, your goals, people that understand your grind. Him being around people in his apartment, in his studio, you know, making beats, vibing to his beats, vibing to his music, and people that actually believe in you, even though a lot of people didn't believe in him. And what I mean by that is the fact that, you know, Kanye had so much drive, so much ambition that he would rock up to these record labels, Rockefeller Records, rocked up to these record labels, played his music. These people were not trying to listen to him. These people were not taking him serious. They just didn't see him selling records as a producer and as a rapper, as an artist as well. He even went to another record label, Raucous Records, and they weren't trying to take him serious either. They saw him as a producer, but not a rapper. And that was the same thing for Rockefeller Records. One thing about Kanye, he was determined to make his vision become a reality. He wasn't going to stop right there. There was another time he met up with Rockefeller Records. You know, one of the founders was saying, oh yeah, we're going to sign him. Basically selling him dreams because there was no deal on the table. And basically to keep him quiet, just so Kanye can make beats for the artists. A year down the line, Kanye's still out here hustling, grinding, trying to put his music out there, networking, and he still hasn't been signed, because the whole point of him going to New York is to be signed. He wanted to be signed by a record label as an artist. It wasn't the fact that he wanted to give up. He knew that he was talented. He knew he had it in him to make his goal, his vision become a reality. You know, but the fact that people were really messing him about, there were people out here trying to get beats for free, people out here selling him dreams, talking about, you know, we're going to sign you, and they never did. And, you know, it was quite of a journey. At one point, it did get to him because it was like people were asking for handouts. People were asking for a silver spoon. And it's like, bruh, like I came from nothing and you out here trying to use me when nothing comes free around here. Nothing comes free in this world. You gotta work hard for what you want. It was just so powerful. When I tell you the power of manifestation, guys, the power of speaking things into existence. When I tell you, there were so many messages that were dropped on here. He went to another record label where, you know, he was basically showcasing his gift, he was showcasing his talent, he was rapping to them, and they really did take him serious. You know, Raucous Records, one of the record labels that he went to, they really took him serious. However, the people that were the head of the record label, they just didn't see it for him. When you love what you do, when you're so passionate, you don't want to stop, you just keep going. And this is what we saw on this documentary. He just kept going. You know, he's been through a lot of hardships. He went through a lot. At one point, he was broke. He didn't even have money for cab to go to these artists. You know, sometimes he would literally run to these places. He would walk to these places. Even though Kanye was getting all these opportunities, he still wasn't done. He had big dreams, big aspirations. He really wanted to make it happen. When I tell you, there was one thing that he said that was so powerful. He used to walk down the train and he used to practice for his speech for the Grammys. I was like, oh, that is powerful. If you guys have watched the documentary, you know that, you know, when he was producing beats, making music, you know, in his apartment, in his studio, there was other people there. Those people that were in the apartment, he barely even knew them like that. Like, they didn't really grow up together in Chicago and things like that. But one of the things that they had a bond. They were willing to put in the work to make their goals and dreams become a reality. We also see that Donda West, his mother, was also on the documentary, and we see the relationship that they had. Kanye West and his mom had a very strong relationship, and they had a strong bond. Kanye West's mom was his #1 supporter. Like, the way she was rapping to his lyrics, the way she was just supporting him and reassuring him. Like, sometimes you need your loved ones to reassure you, like, listen, you've come this far. Like, you know you're talented, you know you're gifted. And that's what his mom was. His mom was his #1 supporter. Like, it was just so clear. And I know for a fact that, you know, his mom's death definitely changed him. Kanye is not the same. Kanye is not the same. You can definitely see that change in Kanye. Kanye is not the same as how he was before. And sometimes, you know, you need your loved ones to lift you up, to lift your spirits up, and to give you that reassurance. And Kanye West's mom was one of those people. His mom was his #1 supporter, and you can see that on this documentary. She also takes us back down to memory lane and lets us know that Kanye used to win all the talent shows back in school. Like, he was so talented, like, and she made all these sacrifices to make sure he had a bright future. Kanye has always had that drive in him. He always had that drive in him, all that passion in him. He always had that hunger in him. He was going to do everything and anything to make his goals become a reality. He made sacrifices moving from Chicago to New York to make his goals become a reality. He went to these record labels, he networked, he literally showed up to these record labels like, what? Like, this is my music. And when he went to MTV to basically wanted to get in a feature and basically letting them know, like, you have no choice but to listen to me. Like, Kanye wasn't gonna take no for an answer. He was determined to make sure that his goals, his dreams will become a reality. He was determined that he was gonna make it as an artist, not just a producer. He did believe in himself, but he also wanted others to believe in him. He wanted others to believe in his talent, in his gift. He wanted people to believe in him as an artist because he knew he was very talented. He knew he had that gift in him. Even when people didn't believe in him, even when people were messing him about, even when people didn't take him serious, he knew deep inside that he was talented. When you believe in yourself, that's all that matters. Your goals and dreams will become a reality. After so much hard work, after so much dedication, he finally got a record deal from Rockefeller Records. And it was just so powerful to see because the grind, the dedication, the ambition that he had in him, he wasn't gonna stop. Like, he was like, you have no choice but to listen to me. This documentary was so powerful. A 10 out of 10. It was so powerful. It just reminded me, you know, you gotta put in the work, you gotta put in the effort, you gotta put in the dedication, you gotta have the motivation, you gotta have patience, because nothing comes easy. Nothing comes easy. Things will get tough. You gotta have the patience, and not every opportunity is gonna come to you just like that. the same record label that just signed him, they weren't taking him serious. They weren't taking him serious. He was literally dropping his music, playing his music to these record labels, and they were just looking at him. They weren't trying to take him serious. They were like, yeah. And I'm gonna leave it as just that. Let me know what your thoughts. Did you guys watch the documentary? What did you guys make of it? Let me know what you guys think. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please make sure you like, share, subscribe, and I shall see you on my next video. Bye.